Keeping it real, keeping it real. Keeping it real, keeping it real. Keeping it real with Reverend Laura.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Keeping It Real. I'm Reverend Laura Hallett, and this is our time that we take to look at our spiritual principles that we talk about each week and put them into practical, real-life application. So this month we're talking about creativity, and last week I was with you in my father's hospital room as he was making his transition, moving on to his next form of existence. It was a very peaceful time, and I appreciate all of the support that I received from everyone in our community during that time. I spoke about how my creativity was showing up as I moved through that crisis of my father's transition, and today I'd like to take it just a little bit deeper. You know, the very nature of who we are is to be creative. And truly, no one out there does not have a creative element in their life. There's nobody out there that doesn't have something that they do that is creative. We just seem to be limited by the belief that it has to be some kind of artistic expression for us to be creative, but that's not true. Every single time we're faced with making a decision in our lives, we have to tap into our creativity. And along with our wisdom and our discernment and all of our life's experiences, we use those to help us make the decisions that are most effective for us, that are most beneficial for us in each and every moment of our lives. You know, and every time that we come up with a unique solution to any of our problems, we are participating in that divine flow of creativity. And so, how do we do that? How do we learn to tap into that flow? I'd like to think it was intuitive and it just happened, but it doesn't always. Sometimes we have to do something to actually get ourselves out of the stuckness that we feel about whatever the situation is that we're dealing with at that moment. And so how do we pull ourselves out of the depths of our problems, out of the despair from, all of life's various challenging situations, to find a creative solution for ourselves and for the world? Well, we do this through deep listening. And we do this by taking on action on what is revealed when we engage in that deep listening. There's a couple of things that are involved in us being able to actually listen deeply and truly and then take action on what's revealed. It requires a great deal of trust. Trust that what we are hearing when we are listening is actually what is the truth, is what is real. It takes a great deal of surrender. We have to set aside my own desires, my own wants and needs and things that I think is the way things should be. We have to set all that aside. We have to surrender. And we have to have some humility in the situation. The humility comes in being willing to say, I don't know the answer to this. But I know that if I listen long enough and intently enough, I know the answer is going to be revealed. Humility is always present in creativity. And while that might seem to be a paradox, creative people are often revered and raised up, and we don't necessarily think of humble in someone who's creative. But it is present. I believe that it's when we step out of our egoic need to demonstrate to the world all the wonderful things that we can create. That's when our true masterpieces come forth. When we don't care about the opinions of anyone else in what it is we are creating, that's when we truly make masterpieces. When I sit down every morning to do my meditation, I sit and I do a drawing process where I just let spirit reveal itself through me, and the drawing engages my chattering mind. It keeps that more surface level mind busy so that I can actually go to that place of deep listening, that place of hearing what is wanting to be revealed to me. When I sit down every morning to do this, I don't ask myself, what am I going to create today? That doesn't enter in the picture. What I ask is, what do I need to know today? What is it that's wanting to be revealed through me today? You see, I don't know all the answers. And I don't even know all the questions. And I don't even know what all I need to know about any of this. But I do know that if I trust in that universal intelligence, that creative, loving presence that is always there and available, if I trust it to guide and direct my hand, then I get to sit back in wonder at the beautiful things that unfold through this process. For me, creativity and the willingness to trust and to be in the process has changed my life so much. And I know that it can do the same for others, that when we actually begin to trust in that process that is wanting to birth itself through us all of the time, then I know that all of the answers are available to us. You know, again, it's that deep listening. It's that surrendering my egoic need to be right or to fix it or to find the answer. It's surrendering all of that and just saying, okay, I don't need to know what to do here. But I know that this universal loving intelligence, this thing that is always present, I know that it knows. And I know that it's good pleasure to let it unfold through me. So when you're stuck in any kind of situation this week, take a moment and don't try to figure out how to fix it. Just sit back and listen deeply and intently and ask, what do I need to know here? And listen and wait as the answers reveal themselves. It is that creative impulse moving through us all the time. Have a wonderful and blessed week, and we'll see you all back here again next week. Bye-bye.
Keeping it real with Reverend Laura.